everybody, it's Matty231 here. I've got a new car. Now, my last one was a BMW 335i, but now I've opted for the new Subaru WRX, the 2014/15 model, the one that's just came out. I'm just going to quickly show you some of the bits of the car and what I think of it so far, seeing as I've came from a 335i. Now, in person, this car looks much better than it does on the internet. It's got the signature twin tailpipes that have been featured on the WRX since, I think it would be 2008. And it's also got nice dark wheels. They're only 17-inch though, they're quite small, so they're not really me. I'd probably change the wheels when I get around to it. The car also has WRX badging on the fender and a little scoop thing. I don't think it's functional though. And the wheels, I believe they are called Shadow Chrome, I think. I think that's what my Legacy had a few years ago. Now, inside the car, this is just the base model. I've ordered a STI, but that's not due for another few months, so I'm just driving this for now. But depending on how I think of this, obviously I might not even buy the STI, but I'll just see. So, if we open, it's a very nice interior, despite being the base model with the cloth seats. It is very nice. It's got red stitching, and it's just nice fabric. You know, it's nice and comfortable. And the seats, they don't have any special side bolstering or anything. Oh, sorry, they do have special side bolstering, but they don't have any adjustments for it or anything like the BMW does. But they're perfect for me anyway. They hug you in real well around the corners. Materials wise, it is a little cheap feeling compared to the BMW, definitely. But really, I've sort of come to think that it doesn't really matter. Like, it's not much different, and I sort of feel like when I'm driving now, I'm not even really focused on what the materials are and that maybe my door here is the stuff here is just hard plastic and blah blah. I'm just more interested in the drive, and that's where this car is absolutely phenomenal so far. It's got great power. It doesn't have a continuous pull like the BMW does, but when you wind this car up, it really gets motoring, and around corners it is absolutely crazy, especially compared to the rear-wheel drive Beamer and stuff. But I've had this is my 6th Subaru now, and this is by far the most craziest one for going around corners and just giving it hell. It just absolutely goes mental. So you've got the normal, Subaru always does nice gauge displays. It's got the sweep when you turn it on and off. You've got your speed, your tachometer. You've also got things like how long the car's been running, and at the top, the litres per 100k efficiency. You can change that with these little paddles down here. So you can flick between settings. Like, you can also see a digital speedo, which is real handy. The steering wheel, it's got a lot of nice controls as well. It's got all your audio, your cruise control, and all your little flappers for the info up on the screen there. This car's only got the base stereo. It has Bluetooth audio, USB, and for a stock audio system, it's only got the base audio system. It's actually really good. Like, I was worried it was going to be real tinny, but it is actually good. It's not like the Harman Kardon, obviously, which I've heard in the STI, but I wouldn't say it's much worse. Well, sorry, I wouldn't say that's as much a difference. The gearbox now, it's a 6-speed, so I'm told, out of the old STI. And it's really, like, I've never used a 6-speed a lot in my life. I've never actually had a manual Subaru. Oh no, I had a manual Impreza last year. It was a 1993, It was a bit of fun. But this is the 6-speed, and it's got medium throws, and it's really directional. You know where you're putting your gears, and it's beautiful. Like, it's a great transmission. It's a bit hard to get it to 100 k's in second gear. You're pretty much already at the red line when that happens, so you're probably getting into third by that time, so that sort of can wreck your 0 to 100 times. But this car is as quick as my 335i was, but I sort of feel that after 120 k's the BMW just goes ludicrous. Now the WRX and STIs, all of the models have the LCD screen now, and you've basically got this little button here. Where's my hand? Oh, there it is. Little enter button that you flick up and down to change what's on the screen. You can also set what gauge is displayed. So right now I've got turbo, the oil temperature, and the acceleration pedal position, I guess you could call it. And you can just flick with the button up and down between your different gauges. So there is a dedicated boost gauge again with your throttle input. You get your clock and temperature, and you can also see what sort of station or media you're plugged into. I don't know if you can see that well, but that's your range till empty, litres per 100k on the current average. So I've done 400 k's since picking it up for an average of 10 litres per 100 k's, and I've been giving it a bit of a beat, so it's really good. I was considering an M3 instead of this, but I think this is a good choice for now, just affordability wise. And yeah, it's amazing. Like, it's much better than, for a fun car, this is just absolutely worth every cent. If you want to have fun, like I've taken this around the back roads on the way to Auckland now many times. Well, not many times, but 2 times now. But it will be many times in the next few weeks, and it's just so much better to drive around those back roads. Like, it just absolutely grabs every bit of tarmac that's on the road and just throws you forward. And if you just downshift and get on the boost right into the apex and come out of it, you just come flying out, and it's just crazy. Like, I'm not a race car driver or anything. I've been around a few tracks, but that's about it. But if you love track driving, this is the car, I think, that you just have shitloads of fun in. And it's not necessarily the fastest car on the track, or, you know, the coolest or the most set up car for being on the track, but it's just great for the money. But if you wanted to take on the track, I suppose you'd just do a few things like check your brakes, get good brake fluid and stuff like that, and just go easy for the first few laps. Yeah, so that's pretty much it here. I'll get some in-car driving ones.